Hello everybody, my name is JTWX and welcome to Year 1, Episode 2, or simply just February 2026. I'm currently recording this on the 9th. I'm going to try and edit it and get it out by, well, whenever you're watching this, that's when I get it out. A lot of stuff happened last 2 weeks, last month, and it's been crazy, and there is a lot of stuff to talk about today. So, yeah, hopefully I can get this wrapped up in less than 20 minutes, because that's going to take forever to upload. But, other than that, yeah, let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about here is the pretty obvious realization that I totally forgot to post. I know last month I promised to, and I, in quotes, say, yeah, I'll try and get 2 videos out, or have 2 videos at least in January. Well, as we all know, that never happened. I have a lot of stuff currently, in the editing process. Specifically, I had a twisted video where I got I believe it was 1.3 mile wide wedge tornado. It didn't even, directly hit Hazleton. It kind of just obliterated it just in the wind field alone, and, that's still in development. And as for other projects, I'll get to that later. But to be honest, I just want to say, I'm sorry. And it probably will happen again. Alright, so this next topic I'm going to talk about is going to be a little bit random. But for the last 2 weeks, I've been out with my friends a little more. I went fishing 2 weeks ago. And last week, I went to go play pickleball in a city with my friends. Alright, so check this out. So here is a photo that was taken by the host of the event. I am on the left of this photo, attempting to go for the ball. Now my question to you all is, do you think I'm going to hit it back successfully? The ball is in the air over here, and I am dashing over there. My guess is that I absolutely fucking missed, but it is what it is. I don't remember. It looks like a miss. With other fronts, I guess. But, yeah. So, a little thing I guess y'all can know about me is that I'd like to believe I am fairly decent at tennis. So pickleball wasn't really difficult for me at all. But, oh, that was a bad one. It wasn't really that bad. I had fun with it, and it is really good to just get out of the house for once. I mean, the only negative thing I guess I could say about it is that this was on a Thursday night, so I guess when I meant it was the weekend, it was a Thursday night. this past week, but yeah, it was on a school night, so it was horrible to just wake up the next day. In fact, I think I actually tried to skip. I remember my dad was trying to call me on my phone because I had slept through both alarms, and he tried to call me, and I looked at my phone to ignore the missed call and just tried to sleep through it. And then he burst in my room and told me to get up. So my plan didn't exactly work, but yeah. So that's pretty much what I did at that point. And I kind of just want to talk about that because, again, I'm introverted and I hate going out with people, so I kind of just, I don't know, it was a special experience to me, and I'm glad they're inviting me to go back again. So there's that. Alright, so this is a big one. As y'all know, there was I wouldn't say full-blown snowstorm here in central Texas. Okay, well, there were some spots down in the big country that did get a whole ice storm, but over here we got, I'd say, about an inch of snow. It was mostly snow, and I believe it was originally forecasted to be a wintering mix, but it was all snow, literally all of it. Anyway, that gave me a lot of time to work on a other project, specifically what I talked about last month, and I said I was going to do, Minecraft Tornado Survival. I recorded around 8 to 9 episodes, I think, all of which are around 20 minutes long, and I have yet to edit them, but they're ready. And I think what I'm going to do is probably I'll probably start working on them in March, because again, there isn't much demand for the series at all, especially since it's been 7, 8 months since I made the announcement trailer. But yeah, so I'll probably start working on that in March, and I promise I will try to at least get episode 1 out, because again, it's going to be a busy few months, from like including February, and you know, I'll get episode 1 out. But yeah, that's really all I got for that topic. I really thought it'd be longer. I'm like currently on 6 minutes 12 seconds right now. Okay. So that, yeah, I do have an update on the Save the World project that I was doing last month. And unfortunately, my friend and I haven't exactly been talking all that much recently. So I think it's pretty much safe to say that this progression series isn't happening in the short term. But it's definitely possible in the future. We just have priorities right now, and priorities. Yeah, so the series isn't going to be happening in the short term, but and I don't even know if it'll happen in the long term. But I have personally decided to move all of that stuff, like anything Fortnite related, Rainbow Six Siege related, anything, any different game or anything, off of this channel. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got for that little segment. Next, I wanted to kind of talk about, this is again more of an idea than an actual like confirmed thing, but I am going to attempt to go on a couple more storm chases this year. So I know y'all don't know this. I really didn't start talking in any of my videos until like October. But I have been going storm chasing since 2023. I had a huge hail intercept in my hometown March of that year. And that was my first ever storm chase. 2024, I had a funnel go over my house. It was in the West Texas little sequence. It was I'm either calling it a sequence. I won't call it a full outbreak, but a sequence in West Central Texas. I had a funnel go over my house on May 2nd or May 3rd. I can't remember. I can't remember. But after that, I'm not going to consider this one a chase. It was more accidental. But the Robert Lee tornado, I am in proximity of Robert Lee. I will say that. I live in this, let's say I live in the 100-mile radius of this area, just so I don't accidentally dox myself. But there was that. I was stuck in school when that happened, actually. We were held out until about 4:30, I think. And that was terrible. If you use radar scope, you can see how there's the difference between the tornado warnings and PDS tornado warning polygons, how the PDS one kind of like fluctuates or pulses. But and seeing that, just opening my phone and seeing why we're stuck in school for, and I quote, weather reasons, that was a jump scare. I was not expecting to see a PDS tornado warning so close to me. But yeah, I do have a little EAS recording on TikTok. I can even put a few seconds up here if I want to. It was crazy.
The National Weather Service in San Angelo has issued a tornado warning for Central Cook County in West Central Texas until 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 5:09 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado is located over Robert Lee, moving northwest at 15 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is possible. The tornado will be near Robert Lee and East V. Spence Reservoir near Paint Creek Recreation Area around 5:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Sanko around 5:20 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include the intersection of Highway 208 and Ranch Road 2662 and the intersection of Highway 158 and Ranch Road 2059.
But yeah. So I will attempt to go on a few more storm chases this year. Because 2025 was a little bit uneventful for me. I was recording every single significant day of weather in a physical notebook, and so I kind of got burnt out for a while. But I'm back now. I've been studying a little more on Met Ed, trying to get ready for this upcoming storm season, especially if I want to go chasing by myself. And, you know, I will share any videos that I think, or really any weather phenomena that I think is impressive. I don't know. But yeah, so that's the plan, and hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Again, it's not a plan, never mind. It's, again, an idea. It's gonna have to, I'm gonna have to get really lucky, but, you know, I'll try and get out there and see what I can do. Alright, so this one isn't too big of a deal, but it's definitely going to have an impact on my schedule. So again, I am currently recording this on February 9th, 2026, and that means that basketball season is ending and track season is beginning. This means probably two things. Let's just say two things. One, yes, it's going to mess with my schedule. Again, as I would hope most of you know, track meets take all day, and, you know, that leaves no time for me to make any kind of videos or work on any of my other personal projects or whatnot. So that's going to impact a lot. I will be stuck doing practice for around about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Like, that's not too bad, right? I don't know how most schools do it, but I usually am. I stay at the school for another 2 hours then after dismissal. But yeah, so it's gonna take up a lot of my time, I guess. And I guess the other thing that it's going to do is take not just time out of weekdays, but I'll probably be practicing over the weekends, which combining doing sprints and the gym, that's going to take a lot of time out, and I probably won't want to do anything. That's probably the more big thing. It's me not wanting to do anything after these like workouts and stuff, rather than me just instantly starting to like wanting to go record something. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. So yeah, track usually lasts from February to April. So after that, I'm pretty much sailing, like, to be honest. But yeah. All right. This is the one you've all been waiting for. The big reveal. Okay, so out of everything I've said on this channel, this may be the most unbelievable. So, for the last, I would want to say, since November, I've been working on trying to build, and I don't think anyone's going to believe me when I say this. Alright, future me, while I'm editing, give me a little drum roll here. I am working on a replica Dorothy from Twister. Yeah. So I know what a lot of you are thinking. JT, you have to be absolutely stupid and wealthy to be able to build this thing. Well, here's my response to that. First of all, it is not going to be screen accurate because, yes, I will be in debt if I try and pull that off. It's going to merely be, I'm going to try and get the base and cage as close as I can. There are schematics out there, but I have kind of the little rotating lights ready. They're not cadets, by the way. They are simply just retired lights that used to be on police cruisers. And so this is pretty much what I was referencing earlier in the video. I kind of just, like, building something like this is going to take forever. I don't really want to put emphasis on that because I think it's pretty much believable in itself. But, you know, I'd like to say not a lot of, I have a lot of experience welding, but not a lot of experience actually building projects. Again, this has been something I've been wanting to do since I was a child, and I just have to do it. I have an opportunity. I've got an aluminum barrel ready. In fact, that's kind of, I made the thumbnail already, and I digress. Sorry, but I have the thumbnail ready right now, and I'm realizing that I just like put the barrel. I've covered it up with all the decorative stuff, and I just have this big like splitter going right through. You can't even tell what you're looking at. It's just a big metal cylinder here, but but yeah. Um, I have an opportunity here, and I want to do it. I really want to lock in for this. I do not have a plasma cutter, so getting any of this excess junk off is going to take forever because I'm probably gonna have to do it with a grinder. And you know, I am not looking forward to doing that, but I will probably try and. I mean, I might just do a little series on it. Who knows? But again, I can confirm that's what I'm going to be doing soon. I'm going to be trying my hardest to build Dorothy, and that's going to affect so much more time. Like, even when I'm not working out or doing track or doing whatnot, I can reassure you that all of my time is going to be going into this, and yeah. So, that's my crazy big surprise. I don't think I'm going to bet that literally none of you anticipated that because, you know, who would anticipate on someone building Dorothy from the movie Twister? And I figured it'd also be a good time to do this because Twister, this is the 30th anniversary. And again, it has been my favorite movie for the past decade. So, never change, first of all. And holy moly, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. I have stuff ready. I need to go buy some more 1/4 inch square tubing. But besides that, that again will be what takes up literally all of my time. So I don't really have anything else to say about this month, more or less than I'm sorry I didn't upload. And I got sports stuff coming up, and I'm building goddamn Dorothy from Twister. So yeah, without further ado, that pretty much concludes everything. So I guess for a short answer about my upload schedule, I don't know. We'll see. We'll kind of just see what February brings, and if I'm able to get something out, sweet. If not, you'll all know where I'm at and what I'm doing. So yeah, I will see y'all maybe this month or in the March YAP sesh. So thank y'all.